Hello, wealthy family, and welcome to today's video. Thank you for coming and hanging out, sharing some time with me today. I appreciate you all so much. So, today we are going to talk about something that is near and dear to my heart. Before I even knew why I was drawn to the moon, I've always loved it, always had an affinity for the moon. When I was feeling sad, music and looking up at the sky would always make me feel better. I used to have the glow in the dark stickers and stuff. So I've always loved just watching the moon and just feeling close to her and just loving it. So today I'm going to talk about the different phases of the moon and the energy that it brings. This is not something that's brand new. It's not something magical. It's not something evil. It's just part of nature. And when you know nature, you know that everything in nature has a purpose, right? Everything has energy. So when you know the energy behind the things that is going on, if you tap into that energy, you can now have your life cycle or plan your life around the cycles in ways that's going to serve you, in ways that's going to assist you, okay? So today I'm going to talk about the four phases of the moon, the four basic phases. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but we're in a new moon energy right now, also known as the dark moon, and it's a time for reflection, and well, I'm going to get into that. So as I said, right now we're in the new moon phase. Each moon every month has a particular name. The moon also goes through all the zodiac signs. It's amazing, the different things. But the four base phases of the moon is the new moon, aka the dark moon, the waxing moon, the waning moon, and the full moon. Okay? Then you have the gibbous and all this, but we're not going to get into that. Okay? So with the new moon, also known as the dark moon, that's when you look up and there's no moon in the sky. That's usually about 3 days, 2 to 3 days, at the max 4, depending on where you are, where you won't see any moon at all. And this phase of the moon is a time for rest and reflection. Think back on the things that has happened. Think about the things that you would like to see happen. Set your mind at ease, meditate, go within, okay? That's what the dark moon or the new moon is good for, just reflecting now and resting, all right? Put your mind at ease. Now, the waxing moon, which is the first little sliver you see of the moon right when it's new, the first little piece of it, this is good for initiation and growth. So if you are looking for things to grow exponentially at this time, whether it's love or your finances or maybe something in your job or whatever your intentions may be, working with the waxing moon is great for that, because it's like the stage for the new beginning, right? The moon is starting to go through a brand new phase all over again, okay? So the waxing moon, right? There's the first little sliver when you see the moon coming from anew, okay? Then from there, as the moon grows, it grows into the full moon. Now the full moon, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful full moon. when the moon is full and plump, and I don't know if you saw the phenomenons, but we've had a couple beautiful full moons this year already. And sometimes when the moon is so full and so close, it feels like you can just reach out and grab it, right? And touch it and pull it down and be one with it. Now, that is a time for you to bring in and set the intentions of what it is that you really want. What do you really want in your life? What do you really want to see? And I know the stereotype is the full moon is when the freaks come out and the werewolves come out and it's craziness. And I mean, it sort of kind of is, but it's also based off of what do you do? what is it that you set? What is the intention for yourself? So for me, when I see the full moon, when I meditate under the full moon, or I just look and reflect on the beauty of the full moon, I really think about the greatness and the fullness that I would like to see in my life, right? It's also a good time to start reflecting on things that you want to release, because the waxing moon, which is when the moon is, I'm sorry, the waning moon, which is when the moon is moving from the full stage into the less seen stage, right? When it's going back into the dark moon phase. When you're seeing a waning moon, that's good for release. It's good to uh, look at the things in your life that's serving you or not serving you, and let go of those things that is not helping you. Whether it's addiction, it's bad habits, it's toxic people, toxic behaviors, things that you used to watch. I used to be addicted to a show that I got addicted to by trying to help a friend. The friend used to love it and used to be stuck to it, and then kind of drug me into it. And then I found myself being stuck to it. I found myself not scheduling appointments with clients at the time when this show came on because I wanted to watch it. And the show was not helpful at all. It's a long running show. And I was like, you know what? I need to let this go because there's nothing but drama and ridiculousness. And I don't really need this in my life. And it's not to say that when you work with the energy of the moon, that you give it over and the moon just whoo, it makes it work for you. That's not what it is. It's like an assistant, right? Everything, all the energy that you use around you, whether it's herbal plants or the sun to, get rid of jaundice or whatever the case may be, all these natural elements is just an assist. It goes with your energy. So when I wanted to stop the habit of watching the show, is it seemed like no matter what I did, like it would keep coming into my vortex. One night under the waning moon, I meditated under the waning moon, and I just saw myself letting go of the habit of watching things that was feeding my mind, things that were not beneficial to me. And within a week or two, I had no desire to watch the show anymore. It just fell off. It was like cold turkey, and I loved it, right? So the waning moon is perfect for letting go of things that you no longer need. It's good for releasing, right? Because now the moon is going back into a space of rest, right? And then we begin the cycle all over again back into the dark moon, okay? So I just wanted to share that because I never knew anything about that. I had to dive deep myself. And if you ever look up into the night sky and you see the moon and you're wondering, what are you doing? What's the purpose other than giving us light and something beautiful to look at in the sky? The energy surrounding Luna is absolutely beautiful. It is goddess energy. It is pure. And despite what anybody may say about the dark side of the moon, everybody has a dark side. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to make a video about why you need to embrace your dark side. That might be my video tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, so work with these energies that you have. I'm not saying that you need to, dive deep and go into the native signs or go into these other things, these religious things or anything of that nature, because this is something that is natural, that's here for us. But again, no one talks and teaches us these things, right? It's amazing when you have an assistant for everything. When my stomach hurts, I can get the assistance of ginger or turmeric. When I have a headache, I can get the assistance of white willow bark. When I'm cold, I can go stand out in the sun. When I want to feel replenished, I can wash under the ocean water. When I'm feeling sad or lonely or just need a cool, refreshing breather, I look to the moon every time, right? So, wealthy family, I hope that you found some value in this information. If you did, feel free to share with others. And until we meet again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.